probably excited about this second phase because I feel like this second phase is just really going to make our RV feel more like our tiny home. I'm going to show Stuart what we did.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, there's the spray foam incident.
Jeez. That's always fun to clean up.
I'll show you what we did here.
How much foam is behind that cord right there? I am terrified now of what this is.
Let me tell you
That was a
why
great idea.
the expandable foam came into the question. So I was just trying to fill the hole so that this would lay over it at least and not lay over it.
We'll get it fixed.
He's laughing at us.
No,
Rightfully so.
I'm laughing at that. I mean, the fact that you did it is none of my business.
We are Charity, Ben, Dakota, and Trinity. We decided we didn't want to wait for a life of adventure. So in 2017, we bought our first RV and set off to live a life of travel in the USA. We've visited over 38 states in 3 years and have many more to go. Follow along to learn all the best places to see, RV and travel tips, and much more.
All right, part 2, Reno Revisited.
Reno Revisited.
So we've got the closet doors, modding the closet behind the TV for storage. More storage.
You guys are short on that. For sure.
I know, we're so short on that. But anyway, opening this up a little bit more so that we can actually pull stuff out. And then, oh my God, the new toilet that E-Trailer sent us. I cannot wait for this because this toilet that's in here right now, that was like a, I don't know if you want to call it an emergency repair.
The plastic John?
Yeah, well, but the other thing too is that there are so many nooks and crannies in this thing. I can't keep
I
it
didn't
clean.
even think about that.
It always smells in here because literally there's so many crevices in here that you just cannot get to clean it unless you would just pull like the whole thing apart and then put it back together. Mm-hmm. And so that this is probably the thing I'm most excited about is getting a new toilet.
See, you don't need to replace. You can just make him sit down. That's what my wife tries to make me do.
Oh, man.
I refuse.
I can't,
I'm a man.
I can't do that either.
Yeah, see, well, and the thing
People
is
say that too.
That's not how we potty trained our son, so I don't know that.
We won't potty train our son that way either.
Anyway. Now that it's not been, he hasn't been trained that way, I don't know that it would be able to do. But I'm very excited about not having this toilet in here anymore. And I'm so thankful to E-Trailer for sending us one because this was a train wreck of the whole thing anyway when that whole thing went down. So
it's a nice elongated one too. It'll be.
Oh my gosh. It will be like
comfy.
a house toilet.
Yeah, real
in the
toilet.
RV. Like, I'm probably excited about this second phase because I feel like this second phase is just really going to make our RV feel more like our tiny home instead of an RV so much. Like, just with all of the things that are going to just make it feel more like home and less like a camper. You know how you were saying like that we should take out the upper cabinet while we did that?
Yeah, it looks way better.
It does look way
does look
better.
better.
The only thing is behind here, there were these holes, and then we added some spray foam to try to fill in the holes. I don't know if that was a good idea or not.
Yeah, steal a line from a great RV person. That's Butte Clark.
It's a Butte Clark.
So anyway, now that this is gone, because there was like that light underneath it, we noticed this last week when we were in the Keys, this area is fairly dark now. Mm-hmm. So what we were thinking is if we could have you install like some sort of light fixture here probably, because I don't think it's going to be feasible to try to run something up here, is it?
So, like with this, I mean, most likely it's going to be styrofoam. I mean, we can, drill a hole, fish a snake through to get power. It's just all dependent. Sometimes it's doable.
The entryway step, so I'm excited about that because that will make that look so much better. The slide trim, making these look different on the lights. Oh, and then the seal around this. So there's something definitely where when we had rain in Sunshine Key, what we did so we didn't get water leaks is we just put the awning out over it. Okay. And that when it keeps the water off of it when it rains, then it doesn't leak. But if the awning, like right now with the slide out, if we got rain and the awning's in, where it ends up is I end up with a puddle of water like over here, but it comes down and you can see even where
the wall and
it's
whatnot.
ruined this slide trim here. So that's where we'll divert to you.
I'll look it over and figure out which one's bad.
Okay, cool. Adding on paint, which I'm so excited about paint.
Yeah, cutting up the bunk bed a little bit to open that up a little bit. Yeah.
We actually got the lumber when 2x4s were $2 a piece instead of $10 a piece. But this one was warped a little bit, and anyway, I didn't have any extras, so.
I think we might have overbuilt it a little bit for the RV. I don't know.
The person that put the plan together, they put it together because they were going to go overseas and put bunk beds in this orphanage, and so they needed to be like sturdy and last, but they needed to also be a fairly simple build with materials that were readily available. So that's how this came to be.
Oh, looky there. Looks like he's got the trim off. All the cabinet doors off. He's over at Home Depot right now, probably picking up some wood. So can't wait to see what this is gonna look like. It's gonna be pretty sweet. We had some water coming down through there, and I think I can see right where it was actually coming through. You can see light right there. So that's our culprit, I think.
Now I need to pull down all my command hooks from the trim. And there's a lot of them.
Wow.
I know. Command hook city when you're an RVer. Tip number 649 for RV living. Command hooks. And a lot of them. Lots. Howdy.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm just taking apart your stuff.
Nice.
I came in here to do a quick little Instagram Reels video. I'm like, I guess I can't show this going in a cabinet right now. There's no doors.
You just can't shut the door.
It's all good. There.
The drawers, obviously, I'll paint in place. I tape everything off.
Okay. So do you need those unloaded? Or?
Yeah, the drawers, if you
Okay.
could empty, would be great.
Yep. Okay, I'll do that.
I'm gonna try to get everything sanded today,
Okay.
and prepped so I can get things primed tomorrow.
Okay.
And then the following day will be paint.
That's exciting.
And then in between doing the steps and all that stuff, I'm just gonna save that to kind of last, just because
Okay.
so I'm not in and out. And
Right. Sweet. It's gonna look so different.
yeah, my wife is
excited.
sending over some colors.
Okay.
So you guys can
cool.
kind of go through and
Yeah.
have some ideas as far as possibly some good combos and whatnot.
Yeah.
She's the design person.
I'm excited. Yes, and I'm not a design person. No. I'm like-
Me neither. You should see my closet.
You get a closet?
See his.
Well, no, I get a section.
I get 4 baskets.
Four
That's what I was
baskets.
allotted.
And it was like with the kids, they each get a bin,
Yeah.
and then there's one extra bin that's like sort of
Random.
shared. Yeah, like books, toys. That's the random bin. But one basket, one bin thing for clothes. That's it. That's all you need.
It is true.
It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's gonna be loud.
I hear some noise going on out in the RV, so let's go see what's going on. How's it going out here?
Just taping. The fun part.
The fun
All
part.
The prep. Which isn't fun.
Suppose this is the part that takes the most time. Is the prep work? or-
For spraying and whatnot, yeah, just because, seal everything up and whatnot, but it's, I like to do this between over rolling just because it looks better.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wow. Like masked.
getting there.
Yeah.
So as far as, what you're thinking about doing with the doors in the back, as far as like what you want them to be, what are you thinking? Like, what's your vision?
Yeah, what I was hoping that we could do is something that kind of has that barn door look.
Okay.
But not, because there's not going to be a way to do a barn door track, obviously, because
Yeah.
of the slide. But if we could have that sort of look, That'd be awesome. I hate the mirror, and I hate that it looks just like, I hate the metal look. So I felt like if we could get rid of the metal look and the mirrored look, it would feel a little less 1999.
Okay. We could pull the mirrors out and put in like, an 1/8 inch veneer or something like that, and then we could use some like, trim pieces or whatnot and do like geometrics on it.
Yeah.
I could show you a couple things
Okay.
as far as like what we've done in the past, just to
Sure. Make it look like it's not.
bring some design to it.
Right.
So it's not going to be necessarily barn door, but it'll be like geometric almost.
Yeah. Something that doesn't. Right. Something that has some sort of pattern and texture to it.
Yeah.
Versus,
I do have a couple things to show you as far as for like picking colors and whatnot.
yeah. So excited.
So, my wife was kind of thinking like, like more like white bed sheets and then like blues on the wall
Okay.
or whatnot.
Okay.
Probably do the cabinets white.
Okay.
So how do you feel about that? Obviously, let me
The
show
only
you.
thing with the blue on the wall is I'm concerned it might make it look dark.
As far as like dark colors and whatnot, I honestly like our room is almost black.
Really?
Like our head wall is literally black because it's leather.
Okay.
And then our walls are like a darkish grayish brown. And honestly, we have lighter color bedding and whatnot, and then white cabinets. And it almost gives you the sense the wall's not there. So it actually almost makes the space look bigger in sometimes.
Okay.
Because you just don't really notice the wall there.
Right.
So, white brightens everything up to a degree, but you also then see everything. It's like darker colors, that black
Yeah,
wall,
like the
black,
gray on the walls.
black trim. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't necessarily, for me, it honestly doesn't, it doesn't make it feel small or confined or anything. So
Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
Again, I'm going to divert to your guys' expertise.
here's the inside of ours, so you can kind of see with like
yeah.
the different colors and
Yeah,
the white
yeah,
and the
yeah.
black, and it just kind of warms it up a bit.
It does.
I like the cedar
I actually
trim.
do like that look. We've been summoned to look at colors, which is super exciting because, I don't know, I'm not a designer, but I love colors, so let's see what we got. Well,
All right. See, the walls are going to be white. We're actually going to leave the doors the existing color, just the entry doors and whatnot, just because obviously it does kind of go with like the beachy theme
Right.
you kind of want to stick with.
yep, okay.
So the doors are going to stay the same, and then obviously
Okay.
like the closet door, we're not set yet if that's going to be painted or wood. So
Okay.
it'd be one of the two.
So upper's the white.
Yeah,
the
upper's
lower,
white,
kind of that.
lower it's like an urban bronze. I could
Okay.
show you,
Yep.
like
Okay.
on ours, it's
Cool.
what that, and then obviously the walls
Okay.
are white, and then
Yeah.
the cabinet doors and whatnot stay in
Okay.
the same.
Yeah, that sounds good. So with that, where it says blue accent color,
So that's probably going to be in your bedroom,
Okay.
possibly a wall or something like that. Just,
Okay.
we're still kind of bouncing around just to,
Right.
get some more or less color in the room.
okay, cool.
Can you spray a dolphin like wall art for me?
I can do a lot. You do not want to see me color on your wall.
Okay.
I'll bring my daughter.
And then maybe ask her too what she would like, what she recommends, because we can pull these panels out to paint these panels.
Okay.
So if she thinks like, so if this is going to be white and this,
yeah,
this is going to stay black, obviously this. So
it
would
might be a
she
better option to
recommend?
get those being white.
Yeah, like this then being white, or what does she think would be a better
I'll take a
option
picture
for that?
and go from there.
Did you see what was behind your mirror Big
Oh, interesting. I did not know.
for the plumbing
That's
for
the
the?
plumbing.
Oh, you know what? Put some foam in it. Don't do that. Have you ever, in the excavation world, you got to call 811 or 711 before you dig.
Right.
Before you do anything, call me.
Don't.
That's what we're going to go with.
That's
Before
funny.
you spray foam.
Yeah,
Oh,
before you
sir.
spray from, call me.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up.
Boy, we are in full on like demo mode. In fact, when we did our reno the first time, I don't know that we were stripped down this bare. it'll all be good. But holy Moses, are we torn apart in here at the moment?
It's what I do. The party starts. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
Oh.
That much?
You totally did it.
See, he was trying to, and this isn't even dry. It still isn't dry.
On today's episode of What Not to Do.
Yeah. That's why we have you. That's why we have Mr.
Yeah.
I mean, this hole here was literally like this big, this deep. He wanted to just try like drywall putty.
Equally bad.
Oh,
Don't
great.
do that.
It wasn't even sticking. Because then there's like the foam behind it already.
Yeah, now you gotta patch it.
So I was just trying to fill the hole so that this would lay over it at least and not lay over it.
We'll get it fixed.
This time.
As I'm, beautifully nice and sweaty. Looks like I'm doing something.
Right?
Oh.
Oh my god. This is looking big.